Yes, Mr. Steinbrenner, I know we have a lot of money invested in the team this season, but I really think this could be our year. Well, I don't know how popular we are yet. I've got decades of hate to undo. Yeah, well, most of the players from when I took over are gone. So that pre-existing Yankee stench should be just about out of here. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 3, Episode 1, opening day here at the New York Yankees as we look to win the World Series with only American players. And today it is opening day against the Tampa Bay Rays, who of course pipped us to the AL East last season, sending us to the wild card where unfortunately we did manage to lose. But if we have a look at our Meet the Team screen, I genuinely think this might be our year. We've added DeGrom, which is absolutely massive. Manny Machado and Gallo are our other two star players. But if you look at the league rank for a number of our positions, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? It really, really does. Fletcher may only be ranked 16th, but he batted over 300 for us last year. Tauchman is a very solid center fielder. And yeah, I'm really, really hopeful this could be our year. Now, team chemistry-wise, it's not too bad. Machado is outspoken, but I think he's allowed to be a little bit outspoken given what he did for us last year. And so generally speaking, everything here is looking pretty good. Now, we have gone through spring training. We haven't signed anybody different, but we also don't really have any injury worries. The one minor one is Rasmussen, a 2-day injury. We're not going to put him on the DL for that, or the IL as it is now. I'm assuming that's a political correctness thing. But yeah, so he's not going to be available for this one, but he's also not going on the DL for the sake of just DL. He's also not going to go on the DL for the sake of 2 days. Now, spring training has happened. Let's have a quick look and see how it went. And you can see there, it went quite well for us. We were the best team in baseball in spring training. Now, unfortunately for us, the World Series isn't in April, because if it was, we'd be looking very, very good right now. But it was a very successful spring training for us. And if we go have a quick look at what the preseason predictions are, we are predicted to win our division by 5 games. Now, that doesn't mean anything, of course, but let's hope that does actually come true. And if we have a quick look, if we just scroll down a bit, we can see top hitters. Stanton's up there, who of course we traded away, but I don't regret that at all. We don't actually have anybody as amongst the top hitters. Amongst the top pitchers, DeGrom, unsurprisingly, is there, but that is it. And if you want to have a quick look at the National League, you can see that all there. Players that we've traded away, nobody is there on the hitting side of things. No, Snell is there amongst pitchers, but he was a disaster for us last season. And of course, Severino, who we had to trade, he is predicted to go on and have a very, very good year for the Mets. So let's have a quick look at our active roster on opening day, and this is it. Now, unfortunately, DeGrom is not going to be able to start opening day because he's pitched too late in spring training, which I wasn't even paying attention to. So it won't be him today, but next episode will definitely be his start roughly when we want to come back. But yeah, so this is our opening day roster. It's very familiar to what I kind of expected it to be. Viesa didn't have the best spring training, though FIP would suggest he was maybe a little bit unlucky, but the batting average of the opponents would suggest potentially not. Yeah, so this is what we're going to go with. Obviously, we can change around as we need to, but that is how all the pitchers did in spring training. And if we have a quick look at the batting side of things, this again is our opening day roster. It's exactly what I hoped it would be. Yeah, I mean, nobody. Oh, well, Gallo didn't have the best spring training, but everybody else was more or less okay, which is absolutely brilliant. Now we just need to make sure we're changing that so we don't have changes we don't want. And now, one thing I did want to do to sort of show you coming into the new season is have a quick look at our minor league system. And we can see it here. Now, one player that almost did make the opening day lineup is Nick Robinson. Now, the reason he didn't, his spring training was on par with Cannibal, maybe even just slightly better. But last season, he'd only played down in high A. So what I've done is I've moved him into AAA for the start of the year, and I've locked him in there so that the AI isn't going to change it around. And you can see he only pitched 2.2 innings in high A as well. But spring training suggests that you can see star rating it as well, but it suggests that he is just about ready for Major League Baseball. What I want is for him to have a little bit of time in AAA to make that adjustment, and then well, I'm assuming at some point this season we'll probably make that change ourselves and get him up into the Major League team. But there is a couple of others. Mason Fox, who we've seen sort of in and around the Major League team as well. He is a decent prospect for us. The shortstop prospect we have is Marcelo Mayer. Now, we drafted him, was it last season? It was last season. He is the guy I'm expecting to come through and end up replacing Corey Seager, but as we can see, he's still a little ways away yet. So that's why we brought Corey Seager in, and when he is ready, then we'll bring Marcelo in to make that change. And then there's a couple of guys that we've seen sort of in and around the Major League team. The one guy potentially that could be quite good is Andre Jackson. Now, we have seen him in the majors. He didn't do too well. Now, he's listed here as a starting pitcher, and he doesn't look like a bad starting pitcher. But if you have a look at him as a relief pitcher, he's even better. So, again, he's someone that will probably he's probably the first cab off the rank, to be honest, to come up into the majors if and when we need to make a change. And that is, the rest of the guys are kind of there that we've seen in and around, and there's no real other star prospects. But yeah, Nick Robinson is someone we could potentially get excited about, if not this season, then certainly future seasons. All right. So that is all players. All right, let's go and have a look at these opening day lineups for our game against the Rays. Alright, so there's a few new faces in the lineup here, and the matchups make it look like it could be a very even game indeed. So it's David Fletcher leading us off at second base. JJ Bleday bats second. He's in left field. Corey Seager, the shortstop, bats third. Manny Machado cleans up. He's at third base. Joey Gallo in right field bats 5. Matt Olson, one of the new boys, he bats 6 at first base. Joe Adell is a designated hitter. He bats 7. Tauchman bats 8 in center field. Carson Kelly is the catcher. He bats 9. And Tyler Mahle is our starting pitcher on opening day. We're up against Louis Patino for them. And he is shockingly good, isn't he, unfortunately? 22 was last season, wasn't it? So he pitched just under 5. A WAR of 0.8, ERA plus of 92. So he wasn't brilliant last year, but those attributes would suggest that he's, well, let's hope he has a slow start to the season. And this is, of course, the first game for our new manager as well. What's his name? Allen, is it? I can't remember. Gavin Allen? No, he used to play a rugby league player. I don't know who it is. I forget. But anyway, it's the first game for him. Here we go. And we start the season off with our first pitch ending up in center field for a leadoff single, which isn't really what we wanted, let's be honest. It brings Brandon Lowe up for them now. Mahle gets himself a first strikeout of the season. Very nicely done. That's one away with the runner at first. Austin Meadows comes in now for them. A full count, a pop-up, and 2 away. The runner should stay at first. He does. And Ken Mahle now get himself out of this first innings against Vander Franco. It's a first pitch swing. There goes the runner. Kelly with the throw. Can't get there in time. In fact, he throws it away into center field, and the runner will get himself over to third. Come on, Tyler. Let's end this innings, please. That should do it. Olsen has it. Tyler covers first base, and we do get out of that first innings. We give up a hit and an error, but no runs crucially. David Fletcher will lead us off. An 0-2 pitch. And Fletcher hits it well, but it's well caught out there in left field by Randy Arizona. That's one for last season. And JJ Bleday will come in. He gets hit on the 1-2 pitch. He goes up to first. He's injured on the play. Oh, we've had to take him out of the game. So Chase McCormack will come in. Corey Seager, on his return to the Yankees, will go into bat. He gets a walk. So there's 2 on, 1 out. And can Manny Machado get us off to a flyer? Another full count. Manny Machado pops it up. That'll be caught in foul territory for 2 away. And it's a chance for Joey Gallo to be an early season hero. A 2-2 pitch. Gallo just watches it. And that ends the first. So we've got McCormack out there in left field. Now, he's okay at left field, isn't he? Yeah, so that's not the worst. Though, obviously, we hope JJ is not too severely injured. Randy Arizona comes in. And what is it with leadoff singles for this bloody Rays side? Anyway, it is another leadoff single. Francesco Mayer comes in. A 1-0. Mayer slaps it into left field. Can we keep the runner at second? We can. But 2 on with no one out. And it's Willie Adams coming in. A full count. That could be a double play. There's 1. We only get the 1. Runners at the corners with 1 away. And it is Carlos Santana to the plate to face Mahle. Oh, no, it's staying in. But it's very, very deep, and Tauchman can do nothing to stop that run from scoring. So the sac fly opens the scoring for the season. It is 1-0 to the Rays, and Margot comes into bat. A 3-1, it's a walk. 2 on, 2 out, and it's, well, Mahle's clinging on, isn't he, to a decent start here. He's popped that up as the hitter, and that should end the innings, but we've fallen behind. It's going to be Olsen with a first at bat as a Yankee. A 2-2 pitch, and Olsen strikes out for 1 away. Joe Adele now for his first bat of the season. Another 2-2 pitch, and another strikeout for Tauchman. Clinging on to his place in this lineup. I think he is the only Yankee, and he's got himself a double there as well. I think he's the only Yankee, certainly amongst the outfield players, that's left from sort of our opening day team 2 years ago. So it's been a massive turnover as Carson Kelly comes into bat. There's a few more left on the pitching side of things. Kelly strikes out. That'll end the innings. And we're still 1-0 down. Lowe comes into bat. So they got 2 lows to start things off. It's a 3-1 and a walk. And for the 3rd innings in a row, they've got the leadoff man aboard. Austin Meadows, who's 0 for 1, comes in. A first pitch swing. Meadows, that could be a double. It should be a double. Corey Seager cannot turn that double play. Franco, who's 0 for 1, comes in. 1 on, 1 out. 1-1's the count, and that is Joey Gallo's catch. And runner will stay at first with now 2 away. And it's Randy Arizona who is 1 for 1. An 0-1, and that should do it. And we finish the top of the 3rd. Still 1 run down, but this is very salvageable, isn't it? Fletcher comes in. He is 0 for 1 today. It's a 2-1 pitch. And Franco, has he got it over center field? He has. Not Franco, Fletcher. And Fletcher with a leadoff double. All right. He's, of course, replacing DJ as the leadoff man, and that's a good start. Chase McCormack, his first at bat of the season, in to replace JJ, and that is popped into center field, and Fletcher will stay at second. And it's Corey Seager, who walked last time up. This time, he strikes out for 2 away, and it's Manny Machado with a runner at second. 2 away. Come on, Manny. We need you to get a hit for us here. Machado can't do it. He strikes out, and that ends the 3rd, and we are still scoreless through 3. Mayer to face Mahle now comes in. Mayer is 1 for 1 today. Make that 1 for 2. A 3-pitch strikeout. Nicely done. Willie Adams comes in. He's 0 for 1. And that should be 2 away. Fletcher makes the play at first. And it brings Carlos Santana in, who got the pop. That was called a sac fly last time around. An 0-2 pitch. And another 3-pitch strikeout for Tyler Mahle. And that ends the top of the 4th. And Joey Gallo comes in. Now, Joey Gallo has 496 career hits. And he's not going to get number 500 today, is he, as he strikes out. Olsen comes in. He's 0 for 1. Another 2-2 pitch and another strikeout. We need to get Patino out of this game, don't we? And it is going to be Joe Adele coming in, 0 for 1. Another 2-2 pitch and another strikeout. At least we're working the counts, but we are looking very, very second best compared to this pitcher, aren't we? Margot comes in. He walked last time up. An 0-2 pitch. There we go. Tyler Mahle getting 3-pitch strikeouts. None of this 2-2 business. Josh Lowe comes in. He's 1 for 2 today. A first pitch swing and a pop-up. And Tauchman out there in center field makes a very, very simple catch for 2 away for Brandon Lowe to come in. He's 0 for 1 with a walk, a full count. And that'll do it for the top of the 5th. It's a real shame Mahle's given up a run because he's looking very, very good. Tauchman, who hit a double last time up, comes in. He's 1 for 1 today, a 3-1 pitch. And Tauchman finds himself on base. Carson Kelly, 0 for 1. He struck out last time. This time, he's done even worse and hit into a double play. Just strike out, Carson. 2 away with no one on. It is Fletcher who's hit a double. He's 1 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. And Fletcher grounds at the shortstop, and that'll end the bottom of the 5th. You've had enough, Patino. Go and take a break, mate. It's Austin Meadows to lead them off. He's 0 for 2. It's a full count. And it's a lead-off walk. Franco to the plate, who's 0 for 2. A 2-1. Is that going to be an infield hit? It is. And as good as Mahle's looked the last few innings, is this the beginning of the end for him? 2 on, no one out for Randy Arizona. Oh, and he gets it up the middle, and that could be a second run. Get it in, Tauchman. Oh, it's a stunning throw from Mike Tauchman. Gets the man at the plate. 1 away, runners at first and second, and a double play now gets us out of this. It's Mahle who's 1 for 2. Mahle, that could be the double play. No, we just get 1. Runners go to second and third with 2 away. Willie Adams to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Come on, Tyler. Getting yourself out of this. Oh, dear. And that is 4-0. 382 feet. An 0-2 pitch has landed in the fans in right field. And that makes life very, very difficult for the rest of this game, given that we have looked very much second best at the plate today. It's a 2-out single for Santana. Margot comes in. He's 0 for 1, I'm assuming with a walk. And that should do it. But, yeah, in the 6th innings, Mahle gives up 3, and suddenly it's not been quite as good a start as we thought. But we do have a change of pitcher for them now. Brian Schaefer comes in to pitch. He's going to face Chase McCormick, who's 0 for 1. Of course, only had the 1 at bat, and McCormick has popped that up. And that will be 1 away in the bottom of the 6th. Corey Seager, who's 0 for 1. I think, did he get walked? It's an 0-1 pitch, and Seager grounds it to second. He's not having the best return to the Yankees, is he? And Manny Machado now, who's struck out twice. It's a 2-1 pitch. And Manny Machado... Oh, he gets himself an infield hit. All right. Joey Gallo also struck out twice today, hasn't he? A 1-2. Oh, Joey Gallo's having a nightmare. And that ends the 6th. It is Alex Vesia, a first outing for him as a Yankee. He's going to face Josh Lowe, who's 1 for 3. And that's not the best first batter to be facing. He wasn't the best in spring training, and, well, he's carried that form into the regular season, hasn't he? It's now 5-0 to the Rays. And what was I saying about I thought this might be our season? 402 feet. And now Brendan Lowe comes in. A 1-2 pitch. That's more like it. Brings Austin Meadows in, who's 0 for 2. Another 1-2 pitch. Oh, sure, now you can pitch that you've given up a home run. And it brings Franco in, who's 1 for 3 today. It's a first pitch swing. And it is a 2-out single into left field. Chase McCormick has it, gets it in. And with a runner at first, Randy Arizona, who is 2 for 3, comes in. It's a 1-1 pitch. And that should be Joey Gallo's out there. Makes the play. Ends the 7th, and we stretch. And we are 5 runs down. All of us, I mean, it was going so well, wasn't it? Other than that 1 run, and suddenly the game looks gone. This needs to be a big innings for us. Olsen will lead us off. He's 0 for 2 today. And Olsen still does not have his first hit as a Yankee. Joe Adell comes in now. He's 0 for 2 today. And Adell grounds it out to shortstop. And that will be 2 away. We have got nothing going with the bat, have we? Mike Tauchman, who is 1 for 1. Can he get us going? A full count. No, he ends the 7th with a strikeout. And we have 2 innings left. And it's not looking great, is it? Vesia will continue to Mahle. It's a full count. It's a ground ball. Olsen has it. And it's 1 away. Let me know what you think in the comments of how we'll do this year. It's Adams who hit the 3-run home run last time up. There's a strikeout. That's more like it. I mean, the predictions say that we'll win the division. Certainly based off of this, you'd suspect not. But it might be a case, you know, maybe Patino is far and away their best pitcher, and there's a bit of a drop-off after that. We'll obviously get a better idea once we play the rest of this series, as Carson Kelly leads us off in the 8th, and he leads us off with a single. Alright, a first hit of the season for our catcher, and Fletcher, who is 1 for 3, comes in. And can we start and get something going? It's a full count, it's a walk, there's 2 on. Alright, wouldn't a home run now be nice, Mr. Chase McCormick? He's 0 for 2. It's another full count. Oh, he's popped it up. I thought it was good off the bat for a wonderful second, but no such luck. Runners stay at first and second. And it's Corey Seager. Now, he has 496 career RBIs. John Gray comes on the mound to pitch. He could move himself within a whisker of 500 here if he could get a hold of something. Has he done that? And Kelly is not going to get thrown out at third. So runners at the corners with 2 away, and it's Manny Machado. He's 1 for 3. Come on, Manny. Oh, it's a loose pitch. Run will come in to score. Runner will also go to second. It's 5-1. At least we've got something. Can Manny keep this going? It's a 1-2 pitch. He strikes out again. Manny Machado. Come on, man. And we'll go to the 9th, and we need at least 4. Jordan Hicks comes in. He was, well, last time we saw him, he wasn't so good, was he? It's a first pitch swing, and that is lined straight to Olsen, and that is 1 away. Josh Lowe, who hit the home run last time up. A 2-2 pitch. He strikes out. This is more like what Jordan Hicks was like for most of last season. It's the second low. It's another 1-2 pitch. It's another strikeout for Jordan Hicks. Where was that in the wild card game? We cry as one, and it's going to be Joey Gallo leading us off in the bottom of the 9th. We need 4 runs. He's 0 for 3. It's a 2-2 pitch. Joey Gallo, at least he didn't strike out, but that is 1 away. Matt Olson looking for a first hit as a Yankee comes in. It's another 0-2 pitch, and it's another strikeout. And it's Adele. We're down to our final out. He's 0 for 3 as well. It's a 2-2 pitch. And Adele pops it up, and, well, that has not gone to plan for opening day, has it? Well, Mahle, he looked really, really good till suddenly he didn't. That 3-run home run, it really did kill us, didn't it? I still think he'll have a decent year for us. He was good last year when he showed up. He just hasn't quite got it done for us there on opening day. But that's how the standings look. We drop our first game. And, well, these things can happen, can't they? I'm sure we'll be back at some point. Carson Kelly with a hit streak going 7 games. That's unexpected, isn't it? Let's go and have a look at what is upcoming next. If you have enjoyed that, do make sure you hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new, of course. And we'll be back. We'll come back in May. Where are we here? We're in early April. Okay, so what we'll do, I think, is we'll come back somewhere around Toronto, Cleveland, Texas. We'll kind of see how the season's going. Or do we just come back for Boston? Maybe we'll come back for Boston somewhere in this vicinity when it's DeGrom's start. We want to see DeGrom as a Yankee, so that'll be next game. We'll say hopefully it'll be in Boston if it works out. There's obviously a 3 in 5 chance that it will. And if not, it'll just be a DeGrom start around that time frame. But hopefully it'll work out and we'll get to see Boston early on and give them a bit of an embarrassment in their own backyard. But that's all for next time, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Just say like and subscribe. Make sure you do that as well. Take care.